The early bird always catches the worm. But have you ever thought about the second mouse who gets the cheese? Madam Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Cavaliers. You may have think, now I have a lot of respect for anyone who wake up early, works on a schedule and manages to meet their deadlines at least an hour before the due time. However, for me, it so far is mission impossible. Now, you may think that you relate to this statement. Anyone here thinking, oh, this is me she's talking about? You are so wrong. Even if you put all the procrastinators here in one, that will still be a worse procrastinator than myself. And let me tell you why. Now, my mom always used to say that I gave her the hardest time while coming out into this world. I was late. They say delivering a speech manages to gives you the learning experience of your life. And for me, while preparing to deliver my speech, I managed to find a close relationship between myself and how my mom got late delivering her second baby, me. So here we go, the life story of an intense procrastinator. So after getting hours and hours being late, I finally made up my mind to come out of my mother's womb. And you might have thought, finally, they must have been so relieved. But oh boy, were they shocked. Comparing me with their firstborn baby girl who looked like a beautiful golden colored plumpy potato, there was me, who looked like a roasted carrot, dark and skinny. Anyway, despite of the looks and the timing, my parents always thought that I was the lucky charm of the family. And that is how they decided to name me after the pearl of the god, Dewmini. However, later on, my friends decided that the name is a little bit too heavenly and official to me, so they started calling me DJ. Anyway, keeping that aside, let's go back to the 9th of January. Now, after my mother's face of disappointment after seeing me and my sister, she made up her mind to remodel me. And up to this day, she proudly says the story to everyone how she used to wake me up every 2 hours of every day to feed me milk for the first 3 months of my childhood, even after I barely made up my mind to come out into this world. And believe me, the struggle was real. I'm still trying to catch up on that 3 months of sleep that I missed. Anyways, keeping that aside, in the 9th of January and the struggle, now the 3 months of sleep that I missed, keeping all that aside, but this high nutrition routine made me at 3 months old look like a 6 months year old baby. It also made me neutralize the high dose of melanin in my skin. Now, I don't know if it's the milk overdosing or the lack of sleep, but I was stubborn always as a kid. And even now, it has not changed much. As you can see, I even refuse to grow up. So I like to think that I am 5 feet tall at 20 years old. Now, this putting off habit of mine, I am not very proud to say, but it continued. I was late to catch the school bus. I was late for school. I was late for lectures. I was late to do my assignments. And sometimes I was even late for my exams. But hey, I couldn't help it. I was born with it. However, this long 22 years of my life taught me the values and the perks of catching that worm, which is probably much better than the late cheese. So, for all the early birds out there, I am trying so hard to become a part of your flock. However, until that time comes, I'm going to consider my glass half full and say to myself, who cares about a tasteless worm when you can always grab the yummy cheese by being the second mouse who is fortunately late?